John 14:6, Jesus says something that's so plain and it'll make me shout already. He said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. See, if you unsaved, you thought Jesus was talking about tangible things. But if you've been blood washed, blood cleansed, born again, and you are a believer of the baby who was born in Bethlehem, you know Jesus was talking about himself. Jesus is the way. Jesus is truth. Jesus is life. That means if you don't have Jesus, somebody sitting beside you can be living, but they don't have life. He said, and I. Jesus understood that in this thing called life, you're going to run into some things that you cannot handle by yourself. You're going to deal with some folk that you can't deal with by yourself. You're going to deal with some funeral services that you can't sit through by yourself. So Jesus said, I'm going to send you somebody that's going to help you handle what you have deemed to be unhandleable. He said in John 16:7, he said, it's expedient that I go away. Because if I go not away, the comforter will not come. In other words, Jesus was saying in our spiritual imagination that while Jesus was here, it gave Christians limited faith. Because they thought if Jesus is not in the midst, I can't get no prayer through. So Jesus said, let me send you somebody who can be everywhere at the same time. Because in my spiritual mind, when Jesus was here, if Jesus was in Orange Mound, the folks in Germantown had to wait on Jesus. The folks in Fraser had to wait on Jesus. But when Jesus sent us the Holy Ghost, he can be at New Salem at this service. At the same time, be by the homeless, giving them shelter. At the same time, be by the hungry, giving them bread. At the same time, be by the hospital, visiting the sick. But at the same time, be in the courtroom, being a lawyer for somebody. At the same time, be by your mama house, giving her company. He can be everywhere at the same time.